Hey, good morning everybody. Anthony, 4x4 diesel and petrol hybrid here. This is our Corolla hybrid we've had probably for 2 or 3 years. Probably one of the best vehicles people should own for their normal commuting purposes. Very cheap to run. It's a bit high on the economy at the moment, 4.4 litres per 100. I reckon this is about the worst I've seen it. Normally I see 3.8 there, so I don't know what in particular it's been doing, but I can tell you there's been a lot of traffic, road changes, road works, all that sort of thing, so a fair bit of sitting around. Like now the engine's not on. It is a really good proper petrol hybrid, the proper ones. I reckon it's 5 degrees still outside. It was on 3 just before, do you know? Anyway, I thought I'd do a video just to demonstrate how to look after your petrol engine when it's a hybrid, because this kind of really works a lot different to a normal petrol engine or a diesel engine, because it's not a diesel for a start. Diesel's dead. All I see on the road these days, this morning, it was a Ranger that he was driving through the roundabout across the road at about 30 Ks. There's just smoke pouring out the back of a Ranger this time, often Hiluxes, because they're one of the most popular utes on the road that are still running, and some other vehicles as well. It's just, you know, all this DPF and EGR and AdBlue and EGR coolers and everything after 1 KDs. It's all bad news, it seems, but you know, it lasts for the best. But let's not go there. For those people that want to upgrade and get a cheap, reliable run around, and these things, it zips around the Corolla. Don't you worry about that. You can see she's been zipping around. That's why it's probably, you know, it's down to 4.3 litres per 100. But so you can vary, depends how you drive it. If you drive it nice, you might get 3.5. If you're heavy on it, you might get it up to 5 or something, you know. But 4 is the ballpark number for fuel economy. Now, what you'll be considerate of right now, so let's just pretend for a minute that, let me just turn the fan down so it's a bit quieter. You can just hear my annoying voice. Let's just imagine we've jumped into a cold car in the morning. The way it works is the engine doesn't start. It's not on now. It might if you've, depending on your heater settings, because to make heat, 25 degrees, the engine might start straight away depending on the temperature outside and all those variables. But often, most of the year round, let's just say, you could be in it, or you can select EV mode. You just press the EV button there, and up to a certain throttle position and speed, it'll just stay on EV, right? But let's not do that. What I want you to think about is, we talked about warming up cold engines in petrols and diesels. This is the hybrid. Now this engine, I've just done the school drop off down at the train station, whatever, and you can see the temperature gauge is around about the normal. There's no scan gauge in here. I'll just pop it into drive, and what we'll do, just try and hold it there, and you know, wink wink, and we'll just take a little cruise up the road and see what happens when the engine starts. And I want to demonstrate. What you've got to keep in mind is it's not starting up a cold engine and then, you know, it goes up to 1,000 revs and drops down and away you go and take it easy, like we said in the other vehicles. If you go, okay, so let's just say, so we're just going to move off slowly now. So it's an electric vehicle at the moment. Just cruising up the road. It's an electric vehicle, but I want to give you an example. Oh, look, car's coming at the roundabout. We got to go. Look at the RPMs. Let's do it again. Straight up to 3,000. Sorry about the sun, but you get my drift. Just demonstrating. You drive out. If you put the foot down too much, boom, engine starts and it's straight up to 3,000 because you need to get the hell out of there. It's just a 4-cylinder. It's got plenty of go, but 4-cylinder petrol engine's a little rever. And if you keep onto it, it's going to go 4,000, 5,000 and onwards on a cold engine. So just keep that in mind, that you want to be ideally in an environment where you can just sort of drive off nicely. You're going to be an EV and then get into it nicely. Like this thing, it's not even going to start until I'm going to need to get in. This is what I mean. It's an EV at the moment, so I need to sort of see the engine started, the RPM down there, right? And just back off it. You know, it'll shut off again now. This is the problem we got at the moment. And this is where they really save fuel. So it's EV mode. And what will happen, I'll do another video with the energy flow in it, so to help you understand better. I mean, I perfectly understand it, but I understand for a lot of you guys and girls, it's a bit harder to understand. So if I'm driving like this and it goes like that and it just starts, like, it's going to shut off again straight away. So there's a lot of start stop. So this has got to do with your oil choice and oil changes. Just remember, a lot of cold starts. It's not going to run constantly all the time unless you're doing highway Ks, which if you choose a vehicle like this, Maybe you're mainly not doing highway Ks, you're not traveling a long way from home. So this is where you're low, you know, look, I'm not going to say what I'd specify for this, but this is where you're 0, 20, 0, 30s, 5, 20, 30s. So you're 0 and 5 for the first number, and your 20s and 30s for the second number is certainly the right oil to choose. And I'd be going a full synthetic, and I'll be doing it every 6 months regardless, if you're using the vehicle, just because of the constant stop-start of a petrol hybrid, right? Oil's cheap, engine ain't. But these Toyota engines, nickel metal hydride batteries, it's not a lithium, it's not going to burst into flames. They're tested and proven, hybrids have been around and the batteries are good after 20 years. It's a lot different to your other EVs. Just keep that in mind. It's a real solution to using less fuel, is all I'm going to say, right? So see what I'm doing? I'm just cruising it at warm-up mode, right? So my main point of the video is it's really important to consider that it is a hybrid, and that when the engine starts, you don't really want it sort of doing that, because you took off in a hurry in a cold engine. That wouldn't be ideal for longevity, would it? Don't worry, they go all right. Don't you worry about that. You can burn some fuel if you want. And look, we might even do a 0 to 100 video if you want to know what the performance is really like, but this video is not about that. It was about looking after the engine, and to be quite honest, I highly recommend. So people that just think, oh, you know, 1 KDs, he just want, you know, he just wants to sell injectors, whatever. Well, why has he got 3 of them? Wouldn't one be enough? Wouldn't he get some other vehicles as well that he prefers? Why are they the majority? That's what he's got. And why is he telling us that we should all, any new vehicles from here onwards should be Toyota petrol hybrids, proper hybrids, not diesel strap-ons? That's for the people that don't listen. Anyway, bada bing, bada boom, subscribe, turn the bell on, and we'll catch you in the next video, 0 to 100, and some more information on petrol hybrids. Thanks for watching.